Finally today, I'm joined by Carolyn Olsen with Youth Services of Tulsa. What is that?
Youth Services of Tulsa is a nonprofit agency that serves young people ages 12 to 24 in all of Tulsa County. So that's Owasso, Skiatook, all the way down to Broken Arrow, Bixby, and everywhere in between. We've got about 20 different programs, Sam, that they just aim to meet young people where they are. We were kind of founded on the idea and on the knowledge that being an adolescent and teenager is really challenging. I don't know if you remember what it's like to be a teenager, but it was awful, right?
Awful, yeah.
You couldn't pay me to go back, and that's most people, I think, feel the same way. I mean, they're under a lot of pressure, just figuring out who they are and, doing that kind of experimentation and figuring out who your friends are and, trying to do well in school and, pressure from, not pressure necessarily, but, you've got siblings and parents and all these sorts of things. And then, especially in today's world, you add in the elements of, the internet and social media and that connectivity that is so wonderful for so many reasons, but also an added element of pressure for our young people. So
something they don't need.
Yeah,
they
well,
really
right.
don't need it.
No, they've got enough, don't they?
You're having a Gifts of Hope.
Yeah.
What is that?
Gifts of Hope. It's personally one of my favorite times of year. It's the time when I get to turn into one of Santa's elves. And it works a bit like an angel tree. So our case managers work directly with our clients to come up with their personalized wish list. So that looks like 2 needs, 1 want, and their favorite snack. So what we end up doing is serving about 450 to 500 youth through this program. And that's a combination of our clients, but also clients' children, clients' siblings, some sibling groups, some of our clients have 8 siblings. So we're able to serve all of them through this program. These clients probably wouldn't get gifts otherwise. So what they're able to do is ask for things that they really need, and then just something that's going to bring them joy.
Well, let me interrupt you here just for a moment, because I'm a little hazy on one element. How do you get, in other words, how do you get these children, these young people, into the fold? How do they become a part of it?
There are a few different ways. We have a street outreach center, so this is a drop-in center for young people to have a safe place to go during the day. We also have an emergency adolescent shelter, so young people just in need of a safe place come to us and can stay with us anywhere from 4 hours to 4 months. And so those are kind of 2 ways, but we also have counseling clients. We also have clients that are maybe in detention centers or in secured group homes who have committed a serious enough offense to put themselves there. So we can serve them and their sibling groups through this program. Any number of our programs can submit a client that they feel like would benefit. So that's health services, that's our youth advisory board, that's our housing program. So we see clients from almost all of our programs in Gifts of Hope, just because they're identified as their case managers as recipients for this program, as people who would really benefit from having this service.
Help me understand, what age bracket then are we talking about?
12 all the way up through 24.
Really?
Yep. And so, needs kind of it really ranges. We get so many young people who wish for hygiene kits. These are young people that may be struggling to be able to afford that, whose families can't necessarily afford that. So, a little 13-year-old boy who just wants cologne, he just wants to smell good, or, a younger sibling who just wants, nail polish, wants to feel pretty, or, we also get young people who just need a tent. So that's a need that they ask for, or toilet paper. It's young people in our housing programs, because toilet paper is expensive. And so this is something that they can't necessarily get on their own, so they'll wish for it, or, a nice cooking set, or, anything like that. And then things like fire tablets to help the kiddos in school, or just get books and connect them to that kind of learning resource. So it really runs the gamut.
Well, you obviously fill a void that needs to be filled. Clearly, we have a lot of folks out there, and I use this phrase loosely, who are part of the forgotten Americans, and we can't let them slip through the cracks.
That's right.
So that's where you guys come in.
That's right. And, I think it's easy to turn the other cheek, right? Just kind of look away and really just pretend that the problem doesn't exist. And, you know, I think a lot of people think of these issues that we face as our community as kind of an over there problem, or that doesn't happen in my community. That's in downtown Tulsa, or that's in, under highway passes. But really what we've noticed as an organization and as a nonprofit community in the Green Country area is that these problems are affecting every single community. I think everybody can feel that crunch that, things are a bit more expensive and rents go up and, houses are more expensive, and every single one of us feel that. But what people don't realize is it's affecting so many people on a level that we haven't seen in a long time.
That's right. And oddly enough, we hear talk about the homeless. We don't hear talk about the homeless children.
Yes. Yes.
And they're out there.
They are out there. And, when we think about youth homelessness, it is kind of talk about forgotten America. It's the invisible population. And, a lot of the youth that we have that are experiencing homelessness, sure, we have 18, 19-year-olds living on the streets. That absolutely exists. But, it also for us looks like young people who are couch surfing and relying on auntie or grandma or a friend, and that's not a permanent solution. I mean, these young people bop around, and really when we think about, home, what is it? It's safety and it's security and it's stable, and that's something that doesn't exist for a lot of the youth experiencing
stability
homelessness.
factor is so important.
Yes, for
Carolyn,
sure.
I want to thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Keep us posted on things you've got coming up,
Sure.
Fund drives, whatever.
Sure.
And we'd be glad to do a little publicity thing on it for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it. Thank
you
you
take
so
care
much.
of you and
You too.
the kids.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Perspectives. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next time.